spend money on ads and marketing. That's what we're talking about today. If you are a business owner, it is mind-boggling to me why you are not doing paid ads. It is easier now more than ever to spend money on ads. It is the most easiest way right now. There are 7 platforms that you can spend money on marketing. And the fact that we have business owners that are not taking advantage of this is crazy. Now you have to have skill or you're gonna waste a lot of money doing it. However, there's a reason why Amazon and these big massive companies like Coca-Cola, AT&T are spending over $3 billion in the industry to reach people using paid ads. If you are a business owner, eventually at some point you will plateau. And the only way to get over that hump is through paid advertising. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what I've learned over the last 5 years of how to not waste your money on paid ads, because I have wasted a lot of money trying this. And there are 3 key points that I want to share with you. And before we get into this video, what I need from you is a gentleman's agreement to go down right now, click that subscribe button, because you are not going to want to miss this content that I'm about to put on the board and go through. It's going to be completely free for you. All you have to do is click the subscribe button. This is the reality of it. All right, and I'm gonna put this in red because this is very, very important. There is a concept of paid advertising. I do a ton of coaching calls, and there are so many people that ask me, Will, should I spend my money on Facebook ads, Google ads, Nextdoor? Like I said, there's 7 platforms. The average person sees 13,000 advertisements per day, okay? Per day. And we think that we're going to jump on Facebook ads and put an ad together to get us all this business and fix our problems and have a silver bullet that's going to fix all of our marketing issues and get us all of our customers. The reality is that's not true. And so I'm here to hopefully help you not waste money. How do we do that? Here's the reality of it. There's 98% of people that use and spend money on ads, marketing, paid advertising. 98% of them waste their money. 98% of them. These platforms are collecting money. It's amazing for them. It's horrible for the business owner. There is only 2% of advertisers that use these paid platforms to advertise that actually figure out how to use the platform, put in $1 and get $3 back. Or $5 back, 3, 5, 7, 10x your money. How do you become the top 2% on the platform of advertisers? That is what we're talking about. How do we go from this side of the spectrum over here? Make sure you're subscribed to the video because we can't move forward if you're not. I'm telling you, go down, click the subscribe button right now. All right, how do we get on this side? The top 2%, because these are the guys that have figured out this platform of paid advertising. 7 different platforms. They put the money in and it produces more money. These guys just waste their money. There's 3 key points. We're gonna talk about it right now. Now the reality is I was on that 98%. As it stands right now, I have our video editor, Logan, thank you for editing these videos, helping us build multiple different types of advertisements, paid advertisements that we are going to implement to become the top 2%, to make sure that this paid advertising works and that we can utilize this for our business so our revenue doesn't plateau. Number 1, most people like Alex Hormozy and other ones say you need a hook. I agree to it to some degree. I think there is some level of hook when you're doing paid advertisements, preferably a video. We're talking, let's say Facebook ads, for example. Let's say we're just gonna run a Facebook ad, okay? You want to hook people to stop continuing to scroll. I agree with that statement. However, I'm gonna take it one step further and say, instead of hooking people, we need to hypnotize people. We need to hypnotize people from continuing to scroll. If people are seeing 13,000 ads a day, how do we get them to stop scrolling? There's apps like TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Things are moving very, very quickly. Having an average ad or a picture on your advertisement is not going to get somebody to stop scrolling. How do you do something so outside the box that it stops people and makes their attention gravitate to whatever it is you're trying to portray? I'll give you an example. If you're driving down the highway to work every single day and there's a farm field next to you with cows, this is normal. This is average. There's black cows, there's white cows, maybe there's brown cows. Actually, I don't know if there's brown cows, maybe bulls. I don't know, I could be wrong on that. Most of the time they're black or white, all right? And hundreds of days you drive back and forth on this street, and it's normal cows. They're black and white. But if you drove down the street and you saw a complete orange cow, like spray painted, bright orange, it would get people to stop. Probably pull to the side of the road and be like, what the heck happened here? Did the cow get spray painted? Is this some weird new origin of cows? Like, what is this? It's unusual. It's outside of the box of the normality. How do we create in the first 3-5 seconds of your advertisement something that is so outside of the box and unusual and abnormal that it gets people to stop in their tracks of all of the other distractions in their life and be like, whoa, what is this? How do we do that? That's what we're trying to do in our ad, is hypnotize people. One person that I would recommend that you look into is Alex Hormozy. He creates certain videos. Again, if you're advertising for your business. For example, I saw one where there was a bull and it had massive horns, like a big bull, like, you know, the ones that bull riders ride. Comes over and just, with its horn, just smacks the heck out of this dude. He went flying. And then it's a cutscene and boom, you smack into your lawn care truck. You say, don't let the weeds take you down this summer or take you out. What you're doing is you're hypnotizing, you're getting people to stop. What things are happening outside of the box? What is going on? How do we cut scene? Everything's quick, right? We need to hypnotize people. This is the most important thing, because if you cannot hypnotize them, they're just going to keep scrolling and get distracted or advertised by somebody else. This is the #1 tactic to use in your paid advertising. Again, you have to have this skill, otherwise you're going to waste a lot of money doing it. Number 2, you have to become the expert when you are doing these ads. Once you hypnotize them and you start to pull them in and you grab them for that first 5 to 7 seconds, okay? Now you need to shift over to the expert, the button-down expert, the person that knows exactly what is going on. If you go back and watch this video, I did that in the beginning. Spend money on marketing ads. Not as good as I would like to if it was a Facebook ad or a paid advertise, but I'm using a similar concept. I am positioning myself as a subject matter expert. There's a reason why Amazon spends more than $3 billion on paid advertising. I'm positioning myself as the expert in our ad that we're running right now for our lawn care business. We literally tell them in the video, we service over 500 of your neighbors. We have been doing this for 5 years. We have years of knowledge, hundreds and hundreds, if not even thousands of visits of weeds and weed control visits and fertilizer visits and pre-emergence that we have humanly, physically done with our team. We have 7 trucks that go out. We do this every day as a profession. We are the professionals. We are not amateurs. You have to position yourself. How do you position yourself as an expert in your industry? So once you hook them and hypnotize them, it positions you as the subject matter expert that they can trust in the industry, right? That's number 2. It's very, very important that we position ourselves as that expert. Now, the last thing that I will tell you is you want to get 5+ client types that you touch on, all right? What does that mean? There are 39 different types of customers that you can reach. 39. You're not going to get all of them. There's a variety of different customers that need your service. There's no way you can hit them all. Focus on the 5 priority customers, at least 5. Don't do 1, don't do 3. Shoot for 5 or more. What does this mean? I'm going to use lawn care, for example, because that's what we're in. We just shot a Facebook ad recently. In there, after we hypnotized them, became the expert, then we transitioned to, all right, now we're marketing to the types of clients. Now we need to touch point, because you never know who's watching your ad. You want to try to hit as many as possible. Keep it very condensed. You don't want to have a super long video, but you want to try to hit as many of those as possible, because when it hits them personally, there is an emotional attachment that occurs. And so if you do this right and you allow this process to work, it is marvelous when this happens. 5 types of client types. I'll give you an example. Lawn care. We're talking fertilizer, weed control. Number 1, you have the customer that is so proud of their lawn and or does not like their neighbors and is like, I want to make my neighbors jealous. I personally want the best looking lawn on the block because I get all this pride inside of me. It's like this weird thing of like, if I don't have a good looking lawn, my self-image goes down. There are types of people out there that are like that. They want the best looking lawn on the block so they can stand tall when they walk their dog down the street and all their neighbors can look at them and admire their lawn. They get self-satisfaction from their lawn being nice. It just is what it is, okay? That's one type of customer. The second type of customer, we personally live in an area where there's a lot of HOAs. So guess what I'm also going to target? Hey, don't you want the HOA off your back? Call us. There are customers out there that are sick and tired about the HOA getting on them about having weeds in the lawn, about citations and violations that they could get. That's now two types of customers I'm hitting. Number three, springtime is a great time for people to list their homes for sale if they are moving and wanting to sell their house. So guess what? Hey, if you're looking to sell this spring, let us get your lawn looking good with our pre-emergence and weed control. So that way when you are ready to sell, guess what? It is said that a good home landscape can increase the value of your home by 15%. When you're talking $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 sale of a home, 15%, you're talking like $45,000, $60,000. That if they spend a few $100s on some weed treatments and pre-emergent fertilizer, you're telling me that could increase the value of their home by thousands of dollars by investing just a little bit and getting their bushes trimmed? Why would you not want to do that? Okay, so again, that's three different types of customers that I'm gonna try to hit in my ad as quickly and as efficiently as possible. It's very important because I lost a lot of money on these paid advertisings when I first started. I did not know what I didn't know. And as I've gained wisdom over the last 5 years, I have learned that these tactics work. And we are actively doing this right now. I would recommend creating multiple different videos so that way you can beta test which one's working. You don't want to just make one ad and put all of your money in. Set a daily budget. You could start off with $10, $20, $30 a day. Put the ad up, give it 3 to 4 days, go back and check it. If you don't know how to look at the results, reach out to somebody that is an expert in this field. The last thing you want to do is try to figure this stuff out on your own. There's a resource called Fiverr. Highly recommend it. You can literally hire somebody overseas that is an expert on Facebook ads, an expert on Google ads. They know this stuff better than you or I, and it's at a fraction of the cost. We spend literally a quarter of the price than we would if we were to pay somebody in the US to do it. And you're helping them. They're also a human being. They have a family, and they rely on us to bring them business. It's a win-win relationship. You get it at a fraction of the cost. You're able to link up with them, an expert who does this literally every day. These are the three biggest things to not lose money on paid advertising. Make sure you study once the videos go up, analyze it, make sure that you are not basically spending money on an ad that's not working. If you guys found value in this video, hit that like button, make sure you are subscribed, and we will see you in the next video.